G'day, today we're going to have a look at the weekly challenge in Mini Motorways. I like the look of that motorway with a plus on it. Let's jump straight in. So we are looking at Dar es Salaam. Generally isn't one of the too bad ones. It is the 5th of December week. So we start with 3 motorways. Diagonal roads require double the amount of road tiles. Only one choice for upgrade is offered. So I'm glad we're starting with those motorways, because at least we know we've got them in the bank. I realize I'm starting straight off there with a diagonal road, but I mean, it's the same amount, right? Like if I need to get up from down, that's going to cost me 2. That's going to cost me 2. It's just, I don't have the luxury of only costing me 1 to exploit diagonals, I guess. Now that is a very close close office home relationship there. This guy can go circular. We hope he goes circular, because I can't imagine that we are ever going to need to give him anyone more than those 2. I mean, if I get, say, more houses in this area, then we'll pull this guy and let him go help out there as well, just because he's sort of in the area. But I can't see this guy being my downfall. His lovely, lovely setup. Unusual too that the first 2 destinations you get are the same color. Usually you'd get your first yellow and then your first blue. But definitely not complaining with that positioning. A neat little challenge if you got one time where you only got the same one color for all destinations. You offset it by everything having like double destinations being more frequent, make it more difficult, or potentially that all destinations are circular. You just see how it runs, because that could be really fun. I mean, I reckon you could easily hit 10,000 on that, because any house located anywhere near anywhere is going to be a nice, easy sort of delivery. Now I'm going to do that just to have them on 2 separate networks. The idea that you had 2 like double destinations with the same color on both sides of it, I wonder how that would play out. I imagine it would just get as busy as it would sort of any other like 2 color combination. It'd still struggle and eventually collapse underneath them. An early case for a motorway there with green, because it's a very long road they're having to get there. We could dramatically shorten it if we... Someone's going to need a motorway. Let's give him one of my 2 roundabouts. And... let's turn them around too, where they're going to just sort of run into each other. Okay, so we now need to divide these guys into 2 different groups. Those guys go on, we'll just send them all that way just quickly to clean that up. And then we will, these guys down. So it's our little 3 and 3 setup for now. Still hanging out for that 5th yellow house. I hope to see him end up somewhere in the middle there. Well, I definitely wouldn't describe that as the middle. what we'll do, we might just give this guy to the top for now. If we can clean that guy up. It's sort of a mid-range distance he's going for as far as he's having to go. Alright, well, we're going to have to address this guy with something else, so can give him a roundabout just off the edge here. Really getting a nice layout for what I want over here. Oh, that's annoying. I'll have to cut him down that way. So these two guys now are going to have to go all the way around. But they're the backups to this guy, so it's alright if they're running a little bit longer. Generally, when you build a... I'm curious what happens if I do this. I don't have any road tiles, so I guess I've got to wait to get road tiles to do that little experiment. So I don't want to wait too long because this guy's going to suffer for it. There we go, plenty of road tiles. And normally when you build out from the middle of a section like this, it wants to... So it won't even let me place there. We'll generally want to like sort of swing out one way. So you can see I won't get a house there, or a house that I do get there, I won't be able to connect. Around about there. Run both of these guys into there for now, because we've got a lot of houses in this section over here. But we don't have... we not have a second house for this guy, which is good because he's been running lean for a while now. I don't like them sharing, but hopefully this guy here will take care of him for the most part, and then these guys can more focus on this guy on the bottom end. That's having used all three of my motorways too. And so those guys have got to whip even further around there. Again, this guy hasn't gone circular, so he's holding fine at the moment. Thing is too that these guys really aren't that far away. Like they're only just on the other side of this road to get down there. I'm pretty sure that everyone on this peninsula ends up being the same color house, so I would expect that we're going to see a fair few blues up here. Alright, a quick dump of a few more of our common colors. So let's grab these two guys and send them, I guess, around. And then what we can do is we can grab these two guys, send them down. I suppose what we don't want to see is a destination show up somewhere in here. I suppose depending on the color, like it actually could end up being a... What if we got like a green in there or something? It'd be really nice. I mean, a green where we just got one is also very nice as well. Certainly loaded for green now. another yellow house that I guess we can give to this guy, but not that he really needs it. Alright, so there's another motorway for us. I kind of want the motorway... Oh, at the moment, the front runner for that motorway would be... Probably this yellow little hub there. They, but this guy's not looking too bad. I mean, a new compelling argument actually makes it that it should be... It's already long. There's no harm in making him that slightly longer. Now we get that connected. New argument actually is that I should connect these three guys to here with a roundabout, because then what I could do is then I could connect these three guys together, and that, sorry, with a roundabout with a motorway. Get them down. So maybe let's just temporarily give these two guys a motorway. What we can do up here as well is we can... Alright, we can sort of get around there, but we need to build a second bridge. And we need to wait till we've got enough tiles to do it. It's amazing how much... you obviously must rely on diagonals in order to make up for some of this excess road tiles. Alright, so let's get him in there. Then he can also take advantage of this hub. Puts these guys incredibly close. Come back to that in a moment. I do want to finish this guy off. So if we run him down here and then straight down there, once we can afford it. Okay, so let's quickly work out how we can afford this, because we just basically just need it made, and then once we've got it made, we can then get rid of that. And then we get 15 of those tiles back anyway. Alright, that's a nice little get there. Now, let's that up there. "32 road tiles." So, got these three guys now. So, they're in a weird little line that encourages them to sort of sweep up and come down there. I'll then turn that guy around, just to limit the amount of traffic that's operating in this southern bit. This guy up here is also struggling quite badly. Now, we can't really get these houses out top. Like I said, this guy here, you can see he's still completely fine. Let's just give those two the weirdest little wiggly road to get up and go and help with the two of these as well. Not a lot to like about that pink setup. Pink has got such a, like, little pockets of housing. I need to get this yellow house attached as well. In fact, what I need to do is I need... So where are my roundabouts? I've got good road tiles. I need motorways. So I've got... This guy here is using one. I don't think he needs one. I think I need that. more than what he does. Well, it's not going to be too happy about me moving that anyway, so let's just give him that little run up to get to it. Then what we're going to do is going to take all of this. Well, actually, leave that there until I get my roundabout. I also wanted a motorway in that, which I didn't get in that sudden sweep I just did. So this is an okay position here. He can cut straight across there. Don't love that he's having to bother this guy, but this guy is a in fact, I could just go around the outside of him. Okay, now that's an okay one. We've got so many pinks that pinks might not actually be a problem because they're sharing the load so much. Let's get rid of that. Got enough road tiles that we can go like that instead. And he can, like, these two guys can look after that, and potentially no one's going to be crossing the road behind him. Okay, so we've got another house down here that we can get to join in the fun. Roundabout that we can get just in there, which does mean we can divide these guys those different ways. Now what we need is a motorway that we can connect these guys to here so they can jump that sort of terrible long amount of time they take to get over there. So what we'll do is, I would say we would move these houses, but the problem is that these guys take his, and we could just turn these guys around and have them run through that gap. But that's still quite a long run. Probably not as, I mean, these guys are dire though, which is probably the argument that we can make to get help in here. That guy's now got 2 houses there, so I don't even think that we necessarily need this road anymore. And we're going to cut that because otherwise all of these guys down here would actually also be attached to this road, which was attached to here, which was attached to here, and they would go and try and solve the problems of the world at the top. We don't want. What we do want, though, is enough road tiles to actually get these guys over there, which somehow I've only just discovered is a problem. Well, we can claim back that. We are 1 shy, so who's one person that we can say, please give us a road tile? No, we need 2 road tiles. Okay. No, because the motorway is still there, they don't want me to connect to it. Oh, there's another group of guys we can help out while we're waiting. Alright, well we've got him under wraps, which is nice. Still don't have this guy attached, which seems like a waste. Let's attach this guy to here. We'll give him 2 houses to help out. There we go, we've got that. So then what we can do is turn this guy down. Get rid of all of that road. It does mean that we can actually flick one of these guys across too. So we won't worry about that just yet. But let's go road tile there. Motorway from there. Turn these guys a bit more in. Essentially we've got 5 of them all looking at that spot there. If that's the wings spot. What we do is we get these 2 guys to sort of lunge over the top. What happened? Oh, I always do that where I plant my motorway and then I go to use it and I'm like, where did I put it? Thought I had one. Unsurprisingly, this guy's also unhappy. And what we need to do is make an adjustment to this super long bridge. It's always annoying to make those adjustments. What we want, basically, is we just want it to shift 1 more square up. Can't afford until we get it back. Luckily, we'll get that, which means... but what we can do while that's on its way out is we can do that. And then what we can do is I don't want to get rid of the bridge, I just want to get rid of that connection. There's that. So then we've got these guys looking after him and these guys looking after him. Got no bridges available now though because I've made that shift. We have to wait for this bridge to return. This one guy to get home. Got this guy right here too, by the way. Let's turn that guy around to help this one out. This is going to be real dangerous. That this guy's left so alone for so long, but I can't even just like whip these guys around. I can't just connect this guy to this road because there's no way out once you cross the bridge. And I could connect him to that road and do that. No, I can't even afford it. There we go. So we get those two guys trying to just get started. Thank you. Out of the bridge cost. Now it's emergency times. Systems go. We've got these two guys going to slow it down a little bit because you can see he's only 2 over. Moment. This pink layout is a crazy mess. Like I said, it works because there's so many pink destinations that they're not really too bothered. Pink in there. Let's turn it. We've got that guy right there. It's definitely not helping. And we've got 5 guys here, so I actually reckon that we can get rid of that and have these guys just looking after him. Now, I actually think that we could put them way closer as well. We could move that road to here. But who's game enough to make that shift? Okay, so now what we have to do is, now that this guy's operating fine, we need to get rid of the bridge. It's that connection, thank you. Because that meant the yellows could talk to each other and sort of jump back and forth, making a bit more of a mess, which we don't want. I feel like we've been very unlucky with motorways here. I've got 4, which means that in my one thing offered, I've only actually ever been offered 1. Which has made things certainly trickier. Now, we've got a lot of pink houses. And a lot of pink houses that aren't in overly bad spots. So what I think that means is that we actually have to rethink some of our layout. Part of that is that we get rid of that connection there. These 4 guys can look after him. We've got 5, 6, 7 houses down here. Really, we want these guys just looking after this one here. So what we could do, we've got 53 tiles at the moment. We got... turn this guy around. Get him to go look in there. Then what we could do is take... no sort of way through there. Take these 2 guys and join them there. So he's got 3. We've then got 3 more guys here that we can weave through there. Go help this guy out. Oh, there's not someone else to help him out, which probably means we can give that guy... yeah. Who's complaining? Green's complaining. Now, I've thought you were pretty well off. I suppose that what you don't have nice is that you're getting a bit jammed up here. So green at the top is also struggling. So part of green's problem is just that they've only got two destinations as well. We do still have the well, we've got a new roundabout, so we can get them attached there. I can't actually attach anything else to that roundabout. That's a nice little LA guy that we can sneak in there. Motorway availability. I don't think we've got any. Because we need someone to come and help green. We've got that sort of little gap there that we could send a bunch of green guys over to. But we have one bridge, so we can cut this guy across there and try and get him to help out his tiny little bit. This yellow up here design is dreadful because of how far these guys are having to travel from here to there. Like, it's completely unnecessary. They only need to go... Alright, well, let's turn this blue guy on this road as well, and we'll get him to go up there. Don't have any extra bridges, so we can't connect that guy on as well. So blues, all a struggle. This guy's got 3. This guy's somehow got, like, the most of everyone and is freaking out. We'll turn one guy around to help this guy out too. We have a whole bunch of blue houses over here. These 3 guys are stuck on the wrong side of the road to help this guy out. And if I had more motorways, I could shift this motorway forward to here, and then I could get more of these blues underneath the road to go help out over here. Or I could use a motorway to get these 4 guys from up here, but... motorways are not big on the agenda of things I want to gift me. We have to do something for this guy. So, what we could do... I don't like this because it means that we're having to connect through some, like a circular destinations home, which is never nice, but we need to get someone over here to help out. I mean, it feels like either this blue down here though is also gonna sink me. These 2 yellow houses are so close to this guy, I don't know why I'm just using them for him. There we go. Yeah, nothing we could really do with the distances we were limited to. Alright, let's have a look at our results. Top 1%, always nice. Number 8. I'll take that. Any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. And until next time, catch you later. See ya.